Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all well. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your wonderful, wide and varied and honest input in the comments. Good, bad or other, I welcome them all. Firstly, I'd like to thank the people who have pointed out my lack of spelling correction in my captions, and in my defence I would like to say that I really do struggle for time. The captions are generated automatically. I do try to run through them and change anything that jumps out at me. Why is everything generated in captions in the US language? They can't spell for toffee. They love Zs, and it's not aluminum, it's aluminium. You know, is there any way that we could just like make everything the Queen's English and they can have their own inferior, incorrect spelling if they want? But anyway, so it is a struggle and I can't always do it. It's not intentional and I do apologise. In regards to the comments, it's wonderful to see so many people commenting. I would also like to thank the woke brigade, who as usual appear with a stream of insults because they have nothing more positive to contribute. My absolute favourites being racist, fascist, xenophobic, and best of all, the recent one is a mouthpiece for the Daily Telegraph. That's so kind. Thank you very, very much. I absolutely love these horrid comments because it's nice to know not only that you are listening, but it's nice to know that I'm upsetting you, because that is exactly what I intend to do. That's the very reason I am here. And in your efforts to raise questions about me with your offensive comments, what you actually do is answer questions about yourselves, because hopefully the people out there that make the vast majority of this country, and despite the narrative, the vast majority of people in this country do have common decency, do have respect for their fellow man or woman. It's either one or the other, by the way. And yet I'm saddened that there are people who have made reference to the fact that I'm an immigrant, or my parents were, as though that would mean that because my parents were immigrant, that somehow I would be happy for the doors to be thrown open for all sorts of to come here, criminals or not, to elbow their way into this country with their entitled behaviour and expect to take preference over people who were born and bred here, and when they don't get their way, they resort to using the word racist. I understand why that word is used, but that's not an opinion, that's an allegation. And the only reason that you morons get away with using that word is because your friends who are misfits and just as delusional as yourselves are in the media, are in government, are in the civil service, are in positions of importance, but that doesn't make it right. And that pandering to the minority is causing our country a lot of damage. Whilst there was a time when we needed some element of positive discrimination to give companies, private and public, a nudge to create a fairer society, I would argue, and those of you from minorities who are actually open-minded, I hope will appreciate the point I'm about to make. I actually feel that we've reached the point where positive discrimination has the opposite effect, because what it does, one, it creates resentment, and two, and most importantly, it undermines the hard work, the effort, the dedication and the sacrifices that people from minorities make to get to whatever position they are in, because people around them will always invariably think they only got that job because of this, that or the other. Nobody should get a job because of something, they should get a job regardless of who they are. They should get a job because they are the best person for that particular job. That is the best way to structure a society, because we are at a time now where people, regardless of race, creed, colour or faith, are equally educated, have equal opportunity to work and business and everything that this wonderful country has to offer. So there has to come a time, I believe, where we have a fairer playing field, and people are not allowed to leapfrog others simply because we are in a culture where everyone is scared to be called a racist by people who are abusing the right to use slander to get what they want. Now, I think that will do on this topic for the moment. Otherwise, I could go on forever. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, haters, please do your best. And if you like, you could even reveal who you are, or perhaps even join me in a video, or post a link to your own channel where you have made a video, because I would love to hear what you have to say. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.